Hey, welcome to another episode of Autopedia. Did you like that intro? Was it good? Was it interesting? I loved it. I had a lot of fun making it. Took me way too long, but I had a ton of fun making it. And you know what? I thought this car's a special occasion. I'm going to make it. I might do those kind of intros for cars that really excite me, but other than that, it's probably just going to be the basic, boring, whatever intro. S30, Japanese, rear-wheel drive, Nissan L engine. It's a great car. It's a great car. It's 70s. It's light. It's just great. It's a lot of fun to drive. That's a lie. It's not a lot of fun to drive. You know why? None of them came with LSDs. Every single one was an open differential. And that makes taking corners kind of annoying, especially when you're trying to put the power down, because one of your wheels will always spin faster than the other one. So all you can do is gradually put on the power. And when you have a light car with an inline six like this, it's not fun to do. But I did. Again, not a fan of the track anymore. Really want to change. Probably going to do a track update video in the future where it's just changed to a flat track instead of this crazy hilly San Francisco whatever track. That way I can get more consistent lap times. Because again, 4C Wii, probably faster than that. As far as like this car goes, I made the motor the correct CC, and on the Wikipedia page, I actually found that the pistons were forged, the crankshaft was forged. I could basically find all the little details about this car because it's so popular, and I could recreate them to the best of my ability in automation. All right, 200 horsepower rule. I'm probably going to drop it. Hold on, this is 188 at 179. Sounds a little different. A lot of the motors sound kind of different. But I mean, not really. Like you'll see the next episode, actually going to say spoil it for you, was an AE86. Again, Japanese sports car. How weird. Ended up looking like a Volvo. I don't know how that happened. Don't ask me. You're going to see it in that episode. Anyway, designing this car, super easy, super simple to do. Just let it play in the background while I complain and bitch about the 200 horsepower rule. Rule I set for myself, trying to make this leaderboard kind of balanced, right? 200 horsepower is what I'm going to try and keep all the cars around. Forget that. Doing this car showed me that there's a lot of information about a lot of different cars on Wikipedia and off of Wikipedia. I googled this car to find out that the brakes were discs in the front and drums in the back. I found the forged pistons. I found everything, a little detail about this car that I could recreate, and I decided I'm just going to do that from now on. Any detail that I can find to recreate in the game, I'm going to do. Other than that, I'm going to use my best judgment. Best judgment meaning, hey, I'm going to change this so that it's balanced, right? That way I still get my balanced leaderboard, but it's still as accurate as possible to the actual car. And maybe, who knows, we'll get some random car that completely blows all the other cars out of the water and no other car will ever even come close to getting near it, and then we'll get like a school bus for last place, and who knows. But that's the fun of this list. Another thing about the list, once I change the track, because I'm definitely changing the track, I'm going to try and do different camera views and kind of make that more entertaining, because right now it's just the rear view of my car the whole time. So I want to go through and kind of mix that up a little bit. I'm going to do a track update video, so I just run all the cars through the tracks. And then I was thinking I could probably do, once I get a decent number of cars, I could probably do like a fuel economy challenge and a top speed challenge, just to kind of see what the cars would get versus all the other cars, like what the variety would be, because like the Cadillac and the van, really high top speed but low lap time. So I'd like to see them, like, basically I want to compare, like, oh, this is the top speed of this car versus the lap time it got, because, you know, that's a good way to judge handling. So I want to go through and do that. It's not going to be like every video I'm going to include the top speed. Actually, maybe I should. I don't know. I'm still kind of spitballing here. Actually making this car, I decided to go with the black back because a lot of them had it. Most difficult part, I had to keep moving it out of the way and moving it back to kind of modify anything back there. I think it came out looking perfect. The little vents behind the window, the passenger side window, the driver's side window, aren't actually there on the real car, I don't believe, but I really put them there because I decided they looked good, and it kind of made it look like a little bit of a Corvette, so it didn't really look like an S30 anymore, and I kind of like that because I was trying to make it accurate, but also inspired, so we'll see. I forgot to do the body molding, so I did that later, and it kind of messed up a lot of my parts, so I had to go redo them all, but, it wasn't too big of a deal. I didn't really have to mold too much of it. It was kind of already, hey, this is an S30, you dummy, just put pieces on it. So I did. Not including this piece, though. That looked terrible. I really wanted to do like a modified version of this car, but I was like, you know what? I better stick to stock. So if I don't like, I'll bite myself in the ass because I'll get some car that I'll have to make a modified car version of. Like, I don't know, some crappy whatever basic run of the mill economy car. I'll have to make a modified version of it, and then I'll just bite myself in the ass. So let's just make all the cars stock. So I decided to do that. Couldn't get my emblem to show up through the black bumper unless I put this piece on, kind of like a backing plate. Still showed up. I actually think it looked better with the round backing plate because it kind of matched the black and really made it look a lot age appropriate. Excuse me. Went through, added some like triangle top to this black piece just to really like make it fit the body shape of the back. I think it did a lot more. The square looked okay, but the triangle really sells it. Little black spoiler as well. I love this black plastic. I think I put it on all of my cars. I don't know why, but I just do. I think I have a thing for like economy budget trim levels. Overall, looks great. I love it. I love the fenders. I love the mirror on the fenders. I love the rims. I love the orange burnt color. I think it looks fantastic. I also called it the Civil Woman 30. Kind of a play on like, the S30 and the Fair Lady Z. Like Fair Lady, Civil Woman, whatever. I don't know. I'm getting bored with these car names. I wish I could just name numbers. Hard to get the power down. Fast car, light car, great at handling. Oh, you could see the front splitter fall off there. That happened every lap. I mistake putting that on. Pretty decent car. Like it takes a while to build up speed in it because you have to be so soft on the gas pedal. If you jam it, you're just going to spin your tires, and the LSD or non-LSD, the open diff, is going to spin either your left or right tire and cause you to hit a wall. So it's very like you're basically fighting the car's power the whole time. Instead of letting the power take you around the track, you're just fighting and you're wrestling it, which is not what I was expecting, but again, I couldn't find if this car had an LSD, going Wikipedia and Google and all that, so I kind of just went with open diff thinking, hey, 70s car, if they don't state it has an LSD, it's probably an open diff. Pretty fast. This corner was terrifying every single time. I'm sure you saw the intro where I hit the bus stop, completely unintentional, kind of one of my biggest crashes so far. The other thing about switching track is if I go to a racetrack with a lot more speed, my crashes might be more spectacular, and I can include them kind of before I do the lap times like I've been doing. Might make it more entertaining. I don't know. See? Oh, almost lost it there. Open diff almost screwed me over. We'll see. I'm slowing down. I'm really taking this. If you look at my throttle control, I'm like 50%, and then once I know my wheels won't slip out from under me, I jam it. This corner again, I always try to opt in to hit that first curb, just because as close as you get to that, you'll pretty much always dodge the second curb. Going up the last little hill, again, I hate this last little hill because instead of an exciting grand finish, you go up this hill, the car struggles, and then you take this corner. Because you lift up a little bit, you get a little bit of negative G's, and you always slip. I hate it. It's no exciting, fast finish. Saying that, 202.74. That's the fastest car I've had around this track. That was my fastest lap. Took me a while to get that lap because I crashed every other attempt. I don't think, like, I'd like to say that we're going to get cars that'll beat the C30, but with the randomness of this, I bet you we're going to get a lot of just random crap for a while, and the C30 will kind of be the king of the ring for a little bit. Definitely going to do a track update video, like I've said 8 times during this video. So sick of this track. Look at that terrible layout. What a mistake. Took me so long to pick a track, and I don't even like the one I went with. So we'll see. I'm going to really take my time and do a couple laps on each of the tracks in BeamNG to really decide, like, hey, this is the track that's got it all. I'm going to switch to that one. So I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for watching.